And we are going live. Posts are going out.
Cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Scourge of the Dragon Sea. One of these days we will return to the sea, I promise. But we'll get there. That's in the future sometime.
BluePopStream. We got the whole crew today.
Who wants to tell us what happened last week?
Let's let the person who wasn't here last week sort of guess based on the loose comments we've made before starting the stream.
Shopping episode.
But other stuff happened too.
I believe you. I cannot expand.
Cannot confirm or deny.
Does anyone else remember what happened?
I helped out at the church. He did some healing. I moved some logs around, flexing big salsa muscles.
Helping with repairs.
And big homie Simon went in, or my bad, Simon and Mythic.
Me and my player.
They went in and did a plethora of shopping around for some really cool looking swords with all this money they have. And then
and some shields.
15 gold. Gee, I don't want to hear it. And I think that's all that happened. There wasn't a whole lot more than that.
We each sort of spent the afternoon splitting up, doing different things to like help the town. Like I was helping shore up the battlements and making sure defenses were up.
Let's see. I bought a keg and a mug of mead. 3 magical items, sold one of mine, and then went to the library to read. That's what I did.
Was there anything specific you were reading?
No, I was just
Or were you literally just trying to kill time reading?
Just reading. It was just something I was doing.
Cool. Give me actually a quick roll a d20 for me.
Four.
Yeah, because this is like this isn't like a major city. The library is really more of like a bookshop.
You read 4 books.
It's not a huge space. But you find something that piques your interest. It's, a story about, swashbuckling and thieves and such. That just like tickles your fancy, right? Right. Well, heroic thieves and all of that.
There would be a lot of minor laughter at this.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
I'd also probably find Barry somewhere and ask if she wanted one of these shields too, just to see. It doesn't get in the way of you using a 2-handed weapon. That's partly why Simon was after one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll carry it with me.
It doesn't directly increase your AC, but you can react to parry something as if you had the defensive duelist feat, which lets you like add your proficiency bonus to your AC against one attack. I have even expanded it to say any attacks made by a specific enemy until like your next turn.
So how much were these again? Because I just go grab another one.
The same amount of money as a basic shield.
I think you said 10 gold.
Yeah, 10 gold sounds correct. Literally all of the money that Dema has.
There we go. I just go grab another one. Bring it back to Barry for.
Sure. I will drag one onto Barry's character sheet. You now have a buckler.
Bakura.
Okay. So, you guys had, the feast. It was lovely. Everyone had a great time. Can I get everyone to roll me a D100?
Okay.
Oh.
9.
Oh my. And Bon, I need a D100 as well.
Ah, shit, I got up to get liquor. No.
In true piratical fashion. Okay.
They're closest without going over.
Hi.
Yes.
At the banquet, in a sort of a moment when you seem to think that not a lot of attention is on you, and you're like kind of doing your own thing a little bit, you then notice there's about 4 children just staring at you as you do everything. You go about whatever it is you're up to.
Children.
Yeah?
Did you
Are
just
they
go,
like-
ha, children? Oh, the French.
Oh, the hermit in action.
Mr. Turtle. Do you need to drink lots of water to not dry out? That's what my mommy told me turtles have to do.
Well, no, I drink some water and lots of beer.
Oh, like my daddy.
That's like
Okay.
your daddy.
And you just get like bombarded by the most inane, like, think of the questions a 6-year-old would ask a giant turtle. Now there's 4 of them.
Is your shell your home?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Now what about that shell? Pointing to your shield.
And if this were our world, one of the questions would be, are you a ninja turtle?
Oh, straight, like, yeah.
And so Kai is going to pop inside his shell as this slew of questioning comes from these children. He feels like he needs a bonus to his AC. And he literally pops inside his shell.
Yup. Until you oh wow. You have advantage on strength and constitution. Okay, cool. That's a really cool ability, just in general.
Yeah.
You cannot move. You are prone. It increases your AC by 4, but also gives people advantage against you.
Yeah.
Or does that... Your natural AC is 17, right?
Yeah.
Christ. Okay, cool. And then... Ithvuk. What, in general, are you doing at the... Like, are you just enjoying yourself at this feast?
He is drinking a fucking lot.
Cool. Cool. First, give me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. While you are drinking, you notice a woman, who seems obviously distraught, comes up to you, asking if you have seen her husband, and gives you a description that seems to match the guy that you like snuck off and murked.
Oops.
I saw him walk out of the town square before that thing showed up.
But did you see where exactly he went?
North, past the church-ish.
Give me a deception check.
It's not a lie, though.
Oh no, I know, but like, or what? Sorry, what's your passive deception?
11.
Okay, cool.
We could count it as a lie of omission.
she's like, oh, okay. I thought I looked there, but I'll look again. Maybe I'll get some people to help me. And she's like, still just tears running down her face. She goes off on her way. She seems to have bought your omission of some of the truth.
None of us saw you do the thing, right? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
so
none of us did.
I don't think any of you even tried to roll to see where I was wandering off to. You just
No.
let me do it.
well, we were occupied.
Yeah. All right. And then the rest of the night goes on. Everyone else, you just have a lovely night in town. And let me look up a spell real quick because you will get the benefit of it. You all get the benefit of the Hero's Feast spell.
Cool.
For the next 24 hours, anyone who is diseased or poisoned, you are no longer. You are immune to poison and being frightened, and you have advantage on wisdom saves. Your hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
Oh.
For the next 24 hours.
Does that count as temporary HP or actual HP
That
maximum?
is a temporary increase of your maximum HP.
Okay.
For 24 hours.
You do currently gain the same number of hit points. So like, so everyone roll 2d10.
Oh, there's a box for temporary maximum hit points. Okay.
I rolled 7.
It's possible to roll 2. Ooh,
Nice.
And just like that, EG has more health than Simon has more health than I do.
1d10 times 2 doesn't work. Oh boy.
Ouch.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah.
I'm gonna write down my current maximum just so I don't forget it.
Well, there's a box under the maximum for temporary maximum.
Is that temporary maximum or just temp HP?
There's 2 separate boxes, one for temp HP, one for temp max.
Oh, you are correct. Plus max, yeah. Nice. Awesome. This program's so great. So much better than Roll20.
I assume our actual HP goes up to meet the new maximum?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you gain the same number of hit points.
Okay, because I don't know if my actual hit point count has to update or anything to reflect that. I typed in the new number and nothing else changed. I don't know if there's something mechanically I have to do on it.
That also increases your max HP to 69.
Hell yeah! I think we found the episode title.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
65.
So Ithbook, you spend the night drinking this town dry, right?
Pretty much.
Did I get 2 more Constitution saves? What?
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
And 1 more.
You somehow become less drunk.
These are loaded fucking dice. Yeah, you.
Yes, my loaded clear dice.
Yeah.
You somehow become less drunk.
Yeah.
This is weak shit, guys.
You somehow drink about as much as a whole squad of guards would in a night out, and it doesn't seem to affect you. Yeah. Barry, you learn some cool local recipes, including one that seems to use uses bits of like wildfowl you hadn't considered for cooking before either. Not sure how useful that is for pirates, but maybe
Oh,
seagull
let's
can
start
be used.
shooting down some seagulls. That's what I was gonna say.
And yeah, Dama, how are you feeling right now in general about things? Vaughn? Deafening
Disappear
silence.
again?
Cool.
Bon! If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So he's
He's
really
feel-
trying to commune with.
He's feeling empty.
Yeah, he's really trying to commune with Thassa, and it's going about as expected.
Yeah.
There really isn't any water around here. I haven't prayed in days.
I mean, there's a fountain.
Yeah.
Don't work like that, G.
I was talking to some kids. Yeah, people are generally curious. Like, this is the kind of place where most people were born here, live here, and will die here. Like, these people don't travel much, so you are all frequently asked for like stories of your adventures and things like that. Yeah, cool. And then as the feast winds down and you all find somewhere to sleep, where are you sleeping? Are you wanting to post any sort of watch, anything like that?
Are we just gonna camp out again like we did last time, or?
I think Simon will take first watch and then turn in for the night.
Okay.
Constant vigilance.
I'll take watch afterwards.
I mean, hey, as we proved last night, it's kind of required.
Fair. Sure. So we have 2 of 4 hours covered. Is everyone else just sleeping?
I'll take
Oh,
the
sorry.
third one.
2 of 4 watches. Cool. And fourth, you are in the center of a city.
I was about to say, I'm not taking a watch. We're in a town we just saved.
I know there was someone who was trying to rob places. I'm keeping a watch.
Again, the previous night, we were up, and that's when the attack happened. And we have no guarantee they won't be back.
Ithic is the most dangerous thing to your property in this town. And we have a berry, so I'm not concerned.
All of these facts
But what
can
if
be
the
true at the
berry's
same time.
sleeping?
All of these things can be true at the same time.
I think he's gonna live little and get some beauty sleep.
Those of you who wear armor, are you wearing it while you sleep?
I think Simon will be wearing it while he's on watch, but not while he's asleep.
Valid.
I never take my armor off.
I sleep in full
having you roll
cowl.
Constitution
Oh,
saves more often.
It is leather armor. It is not that bad.
Thing is, armor made of leather is very, very stiff,
I said not that bad. I didn't say it was pleasant.
and yet you would never take it out. Anyway,
I
yeah.
sleep with one eye open.
I
If I take my
literally
armor off,
live
I'll be
in
a naked turtle.
I am a pirate. I live among people who will kill you and rob you in your sleep for nothing.
I was gonna say, for all we know, Kai just fell asleep right where he dropped into a shell in the middle of the street.
Okay. Simon, could you give me a perception check, please?
Can do.
Cool. Your watch passes and you don't seem to notice anything untoward. You hear the sounds of more of like smaller celebrations throughout the town. People kind of have like an after party with their friends at someone's house sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing seems to be Nothing seems to catch your awareness as something to be wary of. Time passes, and Ifvuk, could you make me a perception check as we come to your watch?
Damn.
Wow.
What the fuck is happening?
Good lord.
At least the rogue's getting the crits out now.
You gave me this crossbow, and I'm not going to get any of them for it now.
Valid. Yeah. Your watch passes similarly. Most of the torches in town even get snuffed out during your watch, as you can still see torchlight on the walls where people are keeping watch, but you notice that like the town becomes very, very peaceful, very quiet, very dark through your watch here. Barry, could you give me a perception check?
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, honestly, more of the same. It's quiet, it's peaceful. To a certain degree, it might be the first real time any of you have really had just like of peace to yourself without like immediate pressure of something might be trying to kill me in a little bit. Yeah. And you know, there's a beautiful starlit sky. And you realize that this has been a really nice night here in town with these people after you saved all of their lives.
Yeah.
And then we get to the last watch. Could I get a wisdom saving throw, mindful that it's with advantage, from Simon?
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, advantage. Nice.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. You get through the night. Everyone gets the full benefit of their long rest.
That was for the orb?
No, I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw now for the orb.
Okay. Normal?
Yeah, this is also with advantage. It's a benefit of the hero's feast.
Oh, okay.
For the 24 hours, you roll wisdom saves with advantage.
Oh, net 20 on that one.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't get madness.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, he doesn't get what?
Nothing. Yeah, awesome. So, morning dawns. Everyone wakes up refreshed and restored. Again, maybe the best night's sleep you have had in a while. What would you like to do?
I think as Simon wakes up, I think just going to make one final check around the town to make sure everyone is good, nothing has been damaged, and then start making preparations to head to our next destination.
I'll be helping pack stuff into the cart and making sure the stuff I've bought is still in the crate that I have it in now.
It's all still there.
Yes. I mean,
Actually,
some of the stuff I have on me is also being put in there, so.
yeah, everything that you would expect to be in there is in there. Yep, you're good. Sometimes you just got to double check by throwing a d20 across the table. Yeah. So, what is the next step, friends?
I think we're gonna head towards the other town where we were told the prince would be.
Off to Stagborn.
Nice. Off to Stagborn indeed.
Adema will also relay the information that he discovered of the fact that it's very likely the prince. All the adventurers were lost their shit. There might have been a fireball involved. A lot of guards died. They are not in the greatest standing.
It's just like, I really wish I was there.
Well, we'll see what condition they're all in when we get there.
Sounds good. Yeah. You make ready to head to Stagborn. Just as a note of that so you don't subtract any of the feed for your horses while you were in town. People fed your horses for you because you were helping them.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I do hope someone has noted that they have the favor of Elderpass. Note that somewhere on your character sheet, because people liked you.
Is there somewhere
They like what
specific
you
we
did.
put something like that?
I think in the biography tab, there might be something like that, or you could just like throw a note in there somewhere.
Maybe under like effects.
Maybe under effects, yeah.
I'll just write under passive effects, favor of Elderpass.
Sure.
Is there anything specific about that I should write down?
No, it's more just to note that like the people here like you.
Okay.
But you are on your way to Stagborn. You were told that it's, a day and a half's journey to Stagborn from here. And of course, travel is not the most lively most of the time. Could I get everyone to roll a d20 for me? Ooh.
Another net 20.
Oh,
holy shit!
2 of them. Almost had 3. All right. So as you head first west, then the road generally slopes or like curves southwest to head towards Stagborn. You pass the graveyard that you had investigated when you first arrived in Elderpass. You keep moving beyond that. That was really only like half an hour outside of town anyway. You continue traveling. You come out of the shadow between these two mountains, and you hear hoofbeats on the road ahead of you. Who's driving the cart? Is that
I'm pretty
Simon?
sure that's only Simon can.
Yeah, I have land vehicle, so.
What is everyone else doing in general to help pass time?
Other than, the standard, just keep a casual eye out for potential threats, I'm sitting there casting Minor Illusion and just making things float around while I'm bored.
Magic as kill time.
It is a cantrip. I can do whatever I want with it.
Demo, what are you up to?
I guess daydreaming about Thassa because I haven't, or rather being rather concerned about that because, it has been a while since I prayed. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the standing. I suppose thumbing my keepsake of her and hoping for the best.
What is your keepsake?
It's the wooden piece that's engraved with the image of the sea that I showed to that one dude.
Right. You did mention. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go because this is a bit of a moment for everyone to characterize a little bit. What does Kai do to kill some time on the road?
Kai is taking in his surroundings, checking out what's new, what's not, compared to his coastal general hangabout.
Sure. You do pretty. I'm going to use the words pretty quickly, but that's in the scope of travel by cart. Move out of a forest into sort of grasslands, And in the distance, even Kai, you see like a small herd of deer, which would probably not be something you're used to seeing.
Not a whole lot of those on the coast now.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested in seeing them, but obviously we've got better things to do, like some prints or something.
Yeah, you see just sort of around, like, as a druid, you appreciate the signs of nature in general, right?
For sure.
This is whatever else might be going on in the world, whatever the forces of, I'm going to use man, not specifically meaning humans, whatever the forces of man happen to be doing in the world, or forces greater than that, nature is thriving here. It's a beautiful day in Okara. This is a good day. Barry, what are you up to?
She'd probably spend a little bit of time thinking about that recipe you mentioned, the new knowledge she gained. And I'm realizing now she probably has a little notebook that's just chock full of just
Nice.
old recipes. Is probably like I don't think she's not very learned, I don't think. So it's probably like chicken scratching. So nobody except for her can probably read the notebook, but she's probably adding that recipe in there. Polishing her new fun Warhammer as well, for sure. And also sparing a thought, hoping that their crew is taking good care of her mom way back where they left their ship.
Cool. While you are thinking about that, have you told anyone about what you heard as the shadows attacked?
Wait, is this...
Well,
Wait, which time? Is that like from when we were sailing on the sea?
Yeah.
I feel like I must have. That was so long ago. Have I not yet?
I don't know.
Couldn't hurt to recap.
Wait, I'm trying to find my notes.
If it helps as like a bit of a prompt, she sat up and called out what sounded almost like a prophecy or something.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I do remember it.
That was
Oh,
back
here
when
it
we
is.
dealt with
The
shadows
seal.
and I got my
Oh,
mask.
the seal is breaking, and the flood of shadow will consume all. And then yeah, she got fucked up. So yeah, the seal is breaking, and the flood of shadow will consume all. I guess I bring that up in casual conversation.
Oh, hey guys, with everything going on.
Such a beautiful day for the shadow to break loose.
Well,
yeah, I
that's
mean, we
fucking
did
ominous.
just
Why'd you just say that here?
we did just fight that like fear, like manifestation of fear guy. So maybe that prompted me to think back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So make of that what you will, but this is what my mom, who notably was corrupted by your patron, I say pointing to Simon.
Yeah.
So
Safe to
not
say.
sure if there's a connection.
Safe to say he's up to some wrongdoings in the making.
So as Dima thinks back to when we did fight the fear incarnate, it did kind of seem like people were being consumed at the very least. That can't be a coincidence.
What seal? Do we know anything about a seal?
Give me, whoever wishes to, give me either a religion or arcana check.
I'll do Arcana.
Oh.
I'll make one, but it's not going to give us anything. Huh. Actually, that's a surprisingly good roll.
So, okay. Simon,
Mm-hmm.
as you are trying to remember if you've heard anything about some sort of seal that may be related to darkness. You feel it feels like something natural to you that also hasn't always been there. Gives you knowledge that there, long ago, a seal was placed between the prime material plane, where you and most of normal life exists, and the Shadowfell and certain parts of the lower planes, to keep too much of that energy from spilling over. You're not sure if there was a specific event or entity or anything that might have triggered whatever forces put the seal in place to do so. But yes, there has been something put between the prime material plane and Shadowfell and lower planes. At Dama and Ithvuk, you have heard similar, but you don't remember any more detail than what Simon got. It stands to reason, though, that good aligned deific magic would be at play, or at the very least, light aligned deific magic would be at play in something like that.
Light aligned magic would be involved in breaking the seal from the Shadowfell?
Or putting the seal in place.
Oh, okay. So I think we all share that with each other, compare notes.
Yeah.
So it seems to be that something wants to break out of the Shadowfell and spill over into the material plane, and we'll need something light aligned in order to shore up the defenses, as it were. Sounds like a decent guess, I think.
I'm not praying to the bodybuilder god.
Anything but that.
That's something we agree on.
Well, I don't know. They helped my mom, so
Lathander.
yeah.
Waythander.
You raise up a good point, though, because if I recall correctly, our nefarious friend, the undead priest, used to be a follower of Lythander. So if anyone knows anything about the seal, it's probably them. And they walked free, didn't they?
Oh, Nathaniel?
Was that his name?
Did we even get? Was that his name?
The guy from the
Yeah.
dragon, the tomb that we were in?
That got spirited away.
Yeah, if I remember right, his name was Nathaniel, so if we happen
Seems
to find
like a
him
fitting
again...
name for a coward.
Yeah. True.
Well, we can definitely keep an eye out for him as we continue with what we can do.
You do remember that he vanished in what seemed like a puff of shadow.
So probably back to the Shadowfell.
Can you, Simon, if you think really hard, can you talk to Aldrim, your patron?
It's not something I
possible?
think I've actively tried to do, but that sounds like something I probably could do. Or at least
Well,
could try.
I feel like he's our best bet if anybody's trying to break out, I feel like that's our closest lead.
Would they be someone willing to share that information, though?
I mean, if you want me to try, I can try. I don't know if we'll get positive results.
Yeah, it's probably not a smart idea.
That's why I'm thinking we should just focus on what we can do for now and not risk making things worse quite yet.
Fair enough.
Give me a quick insight check, Simon.
Okay.
I was going to say focus on the job we've paid to deal with first, and then come back later, deal with this other thing.
It stands to pretty good reason, especially considering you already have an active sort of bargain at play, as it were, with Aldrim. It stands to reason that any information you get would not be for free.
Yeah. I mean, I, the player, know how warlocks and patrons work, but Simon is not the most learned.
Who is the most learned in your party? Because that's two people tonight who said, not the most learned.
I have a -1 intelligence. Does that tell you anything?
I think the most, I mean, like, our cleric would have had to have studied religion in some capacity.
In some capacity.
Maybe our druid?
I mean,
I'm good with nature and animals.
Oh,
yeah, I have an intelligence of 10, but a wisdom of 17 as well, as far as I'm getting.
That sounds like the School of Hard Knocks.
You got wise party members. You ain't got smart party members.
Facts. We all came up in the streets.
No one's a wizard here.
I didn't choose the warlock life. The warlock life chose me.
Quite literally. Anyway. Yeah, as you are continuing on the road, having this discussion, you hear it before you see anything, but you hear the sound of hoofbeats approaching you. And before too much time passes, you see a trio of horsemen in gleaming silvered scale mail ride and rein up beside your cart, waving for you to stop as well, and say, "Hail, citizen! Do you come from Elderpass?"
They came from the direction we're headed, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, we stop and I shout back, yes, we have come from Elderpass and we are on our way to Stagborn.
How do they fare? We heard that there was an attack.
We handled it.
It was a joint effort. We handled some, they handled some, but it's been handled for now.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, you say you're headed to Stagborn then?
Yes, we seek a missing person that we were hired to find.
Oh, I see. Well, that is where we hail from. We were just sent to assess the situation in Elderpass. Give me a... Nah, okay. What is everyone's passive insight real quick?
11.
And
10 plus your bonus to insight.
16.
12.
16. Okay.
14.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Just to continue describing these people for a quick second, you have actually seen people in this design of armor before. Again, the scale mail across the chest and upper thighs is like gleaming a high polished silver. The one who addressed you and seems to be of some sort of rank has a one pauldron shaped into like the head of a dragon, and his longsword that he has at his hip has a dragon for like a dragon's head as its pommel.
Is this the same military as the that outpost on the water that we experienced on the way in here?
No, you saw individuals wearing this sort of uniform, just kind of milling about back in Hoshikiri.
Okay.
And you were told about people who wore like draconic iconography like this. Were known as the Hetyroi Draconii, and I will type this out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You were told that they are sort of a standing, a mercenary company, and that their company was currently contracted as sort of like local. They're forming as like sort of regional guards for the area around Stagborn, since that incident 5 years ago.
Okay.
I'll call him a captain. This captain in front of you says, "Well, if you need any assistance with that, check at the tower in the center of town. I am sure my companions or my colleagues would be able to help you with that. We must continue our patrol now, as you were."
Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
And they ride off. And your journey resumes.
All right.
Yeah. Again, this is travel. I realize I'm kind of focusing on it a lot, but as much as this is a nice change of scenery for some of you from constantly on the water or what have you, you can only see so many grasslands with the odd tree here or there so much. Your travel, like towards the end of the day, you see the sun start to dip below the horizon ahead of you, and you realize that it's probably a decent time to like make camp. You can see just beyond the horizon, a curl of smoke in several like sort of wispy curls of smoke that must be where you're headed, but it still seems to be quite a distance away from you.
Shall we make camp, or are we gonna try to go on through?
Can we tell if we would? Can we tell if we would make it there before nightfall?
Give me a survival check. If you pressed on, you would get there probably shortly after sundown. You would also know that some towns close their gates at night just to try and avoid the worst of banditry or any sort of raiding that might happen.
I'm okay with making camp if that's what you guys want to do.
For sure.
Works for me.
Sounds good.
All right. I guess we should steer a little bit off the road so we're not in anyone else's way.
Sure. It's the terrain here is relatively level, relatively flat. It's not hard to get. Like it's not like the road is a raised section with fields either side or anything like that. It's pretty easy to find a decent spot to make camp. You pull off of the road, and this does seem to be a pretty well-traveled road. But yeah, you find a decent spot to make camp, and have it set up, camp as you normally would.
Simon pulls out his playing card set, and once again, as we did with our previous camp, play some cards with everyone.
Sure. I have. Oh, there's poker decks? Cool. What kind do you just have playing cards?
Yeah, playing card set.
Cool. Sure, we'll say it's a poker deck. Neat. Do we want to? I feel like we can actually play.
I actually don't know how to play poker.
What? This needs to be rectified.
I've never had an opportunity.
I've not played in a long time.
Same. I have no idea. I'll figure out how that works another time. Okay. Yeah, you guys make camp. Give me. Could I get a Damon to roll me a d20 real quick?
You can.
Neat. Nice. How many fucking 20s have we rolled tonight?
Don't draw attention to it. You'll make them go away.
Don't scare them away. They're nervous.
A d20 is like a baby deer. Move too quickly, acknowledge it too much. It'll leap away. Okay. Give me one moment here. I need to get a book.
And we'll find out what kind of book on the next episode.
I considered that, but it's only like 9 o'clock. It's a little early. Get all the way back here. I think so. Nope, it is not in that appendix. You, as you guys are sitting, I imagine Barry is cooking something up over the fire.
I'll help with that if you want advantage on that check.
Sure.
Trying to make me roll for it? God damn it.
Not a high DC. You were just in a town, like you're not. Roll me a. I'm gonna say a wisdom. We'll make that wisdom with proficiency, because you're proficient in cook's utensils. Okay. What are you trying to make?
Into the recipe book.
To kind of put you on the spot a little bit.
It's so funny. As someone who like doesn't cook, to make my character be a cook is crazy of me.
Fair enough. Are you trying to make some kind of stew? Are you doing something a little more solid than that?
Well, I
Keep it
mean,
pretty
we're
vague.
kind of like, we're on the road. I feel like a stew would be easy.
Sure. And you pull out some like dried meat and hard road bread, which I know sounds super appetizing. And you actually do make a pretty decent stew. And as everyone is enjoying it, Dama, you hear a rustle in the undergrowth, just kind of at the edge of your camp.
Is it a D20?
God damn it.
And just to comment on the food, we did just have a glorious buff-giving feast, so I don't think we're all like, oh man, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you hear a bit of a rustling in the undergrowth.
Dima will stand up and motion to Ithvik, who this seems to be up his alley. Kind of nod towards the undergrowth there.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, even though Simon also has a bow, I think I'll leave this to you guys.
Here, have a guidance.
Ooh.
That D4, right?
It is.
Nice.
15.
You see, and it's kind of hard to make out the shape of this thing as the light is getting low. But in the sort of reflected light of your fire, you see what looks like a small kitten with 6 legs.
What?
Oh,
I would like to roll if I know what that is.
Give me a nature check.
Oh, this is unfortunate.
Here, have a guidance.
Never mind.
Oh,
Never
shit.
mind.
Another one? What the fuck?
I'll still take that guidance.
Sure. Yeah, I like to do tiered successes. Okay, you
Now
roll.
it's actually
you hit
20.
You hit the 20 threshold. Cool. You remember from decades ago when you were a kid, like an urchin, growing up on the streets of Maybon. A circus came to town, and this circus had what looked like a large panther with 6 legs and 2 tentacles coiling off of its back. And as you sort of like loiter around, you of course didn't have the money to get into the circus, but you knew your way around. You managed to get in, and you heard the keepers and the hawkers of the circus talking about something called a displacer beast. This creature you see now, and as you look closely, you see 2 small tentacles coming off of this creature's back. This is a displacer kitten.
Oh.
I can find a picture of this, but I don't think we want to put it on stream because it's a Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah. This is so
Can
funny
I-
considering I just watched The Marvels, which also has, I will say, Monster Cat.
Before I say anything to them about what I see, can I do a quick second check to see if I see anything else nearby watching us?
Sure, give me another perception check. That is
Yeah.
actually very smart.
Yeah.
Shit.
Here, have a guidance.
You just
I'm
need to
assuming you're within arm's range at this time.
we need to just have that line of dialogue from you on the soundboard.
Here, have a guidance.
It only works
If
when I
you
can
have
touch
guidance
you.
in the party. Yeah, you don't see anything else around. The kitten also appears just a little bit like it obviously seems nervous and skittish, but it sees you seeing it and has not run away yet. This is not quite a standard situation.
Hey Kai, there's a displacer beast over there.
I
Tiny,
see.
tiny little displacer.
If you guys want to check our group chat, they are adorable.
That is equal
So
parts adorable and
cute.
fucking terrifying.
Oh.
I want this card. It's actually a very strong card, and it costs accordingly. But holy shit, do I want one?
Okay, so let the training commence.
Yeah, give me an animal handling check and tell me how you are attempting to handle this animal.
Well, I'm gonna grab a little bit of meat from the stew on my way over. And I'm going to roll here.
Okay.
I knew you had proficiency in that skill.
He's a druid. It comes with the territory.
Exactly. And so I'm also gonna kind of get low and kind of mimic the like 4-legged movement.
Sure.
And God, that has 6 legs.
Turtle mode.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to offer it the meat.
Sure. Why did I get rid of the page? I'm sometimes smart, guys. I swear.
Then as I'm doing this, I would also like to keep an eye about in case there is still a mama or papa cat.
Sure. You approach this little kitten, and it keeps an eye on you. Its body language is saying that it is very obviously nervous as hell. But you approach it very slowly. It takes some time. Everyone is watching you. And eventually you feel something sort of nibbling on the meat in your hands. But to your perspective, like the image of a displacer kitten has not moved. And then as you blink, you realize that is the illusion of the displacer kitten.
I knew it.
And the actual one is much closer. Eating the dried meat out of your hand.
I knew there'd be an illusion somewhere in this, but I didn't want to say anything.
Anyone who knows what a displacer beast knew that there was going to be illusion bullshit happening.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Had to be.
Yeah.
I continue to try and reassure it and calm it. And if it's still hungry, ask someone to get me some more meat.
I'm already like 2 feet behind you, trying to make myself look very small and non-threatening, and I just like put a whole hunk of meat just into your lap. I want to pet it so bad.
Give me another animal handling check with advantage. I'm going to say that's the help action, Barry. Because, it's all theoretical and shit. Okie dokie.
Good thing you had that.
Yeah, one was the first one. Yeah. It was first just like tentatively nibbling at the meat. But you start to hear, I'm going to say purring, because it's a cat-like creature, but it seems to play hell with your hearing too. You realize that sound must be part of the illusions, like how this thing's illusions work as well.
Okay.
But it seems happy right now. Like it's not trying to fool you right now. It's just unconsciously purring about what's happening.
Guys, this is what our ship was missing. A fucking cat. A ship cat.
I mean, I don't know. Cats historically don't like water. I don't know if they would like being on a ship.
Cats, they had like to eat like the rats and shit. Like in the pirates, they always had ship cats.
I mean, she has a point.
I'm not opposed to it.
Wrong.
I'll take full responsibility. Well, partial. Kai can take the other half.
This is a shared adoption.
Perfect.
Barry, can we keep it?
It's not my ship. We all have equal say here.
So Kai is gonna slowly reach out towards it. He's not gonna try and touch it, but he's just trying to offer his hand without meat so that it can sniff him and get his scent and know that he's not trying to threaten it.
It sniffs at your hand and then goes right back to the meat that was offered to it. It seems like this little thing was quite hungry.
Well, I'm not going to attempt to touch it while it's eating. I'm going to wait for it to satiate itself and then trying to initiate a little more contact.
I'm wondering if I should try detect thoughts on it to see if we can learn anything about it or where it's been or what it's been up to.
Worth a thought.
Yeah, you know what?
Toss.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Okay, you cast Detect Thoughts. Let me pull that spell up real quick just to remember the specific wording of it.
I put it in the game.
Ooh, you did indeed. Can read the thoughts of certain creatures. Intelligence of 3 or lower. Cool. So, when you cast the spell, do you specifically focus on the kitten?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take it because this is a a beast, technically a monstrosity, but like we're playing it fast and loose with creature types here. Because this is a beast, it's not reading thoughts is a little different because it more functions on instinct and perception rather than conscious thought the way humanoids and sentient creatures do. However, you are initially overwhelmed with a sense of hunger, tinged with wariness, but that hunger is very much overpowering the wariness. You also get a sense of, like as you kind of focus on and push through the that hunger a little bit, you get a bit of a sense of loneliness, and you wonder a bit of loneliness as well as just the faintest thread of hope through that.
Okay. So I'll let everyone know that it's been hungry for a while. It seems like it's been pretty wary and exhausted and lonely. It's been on its own for an amount of time, but it seems like it hasn't quite fully given up hope. So I don't know if you guys.
As you sort of loosen your focus from directly on the creature and just sort of around again, you of course detect just like the surface thoughts of all your friends around you. This is a very personal spell, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You also notice a second consciousness coming from Ithvuk's direction.
I look over and try and identify it.
Okay. Do you focus on Ithvuk directly, or do you try and find whatever the second consciousness?
The second one.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Give me a second here. Wisdom saving throw. You initially, upon focusing, get hit with a different kind of hunger. A very malevolent, dark hunger. You can't get any deeper than that within this 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
By which I mean, whatever this entity is, succeeded on its saving throw.
Okay, I think Simon is gonna walk around the camp a little bit, keeping his actual eyes focused on the cat as everyone is, doing what they're doing as we're meeting it and hanging out with it. But while he's walking around, Simon wants to sort of keep mentally focused on the direction of where this second presence is coming from and see if, as he's moving around Ithvuk, if it feels like it's coming from him or from somewhere else.
Oh, so you're trying to like triangulate the location of it.
Yeah.
Cool. You hear, or you
It would still get the surface thoughts of it.
yes. The biggest thing is the hunger. That is almost like the most pervading thing that you are aware of. You also get a sense of there's a bit of contentment within that hunger. And as you sort of try and triangulate this, and towards the end of your spell, which only lasts a minute, you get the sense that this is something that Ithvik is carrying.
All right. Simon's not going to do anything about that right now, and just make note of that.
Sure.
And turn his attention back to the cat and see how everyone's getting along with it.
I will also mention there is a very, very weak consciousness from your new bow.
All right. I think Simon, having noticed that just as the spell peters out, will take the bow out and examine it and see if he can see anything else with it.
Part of this is I didn't realize part of like some of the text of this spell that notices sentient items as well.
Okay.
You feel like there's something. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
It feels like there is something. There's still more to the bow that you are not aware of. That might be hidden or locked away somehow.
Okay.
You do remember that you have talked to the former owner of the bow.
Yes. I think before Simon goes to, I'm going to work on that a little bit later, but for now, just turn his attention back to the cat that everyone is now getting to know.
Yep. At this point, the kitten still seems a little bit nervous, but is like now in that like I've eaten a lot, getting a little bit lazy and sluggish.
The itis
point. Yeah, it's real cute. The fatigue that it's feeling is starting to show through as well. Kai, you think it's probably safe for other people to try and touch it slowly.
All right. I tell Barry that it's probably good to go ahead and touch this guy.
I'm very excited. But I try and just slowly hold up my hand and make my lap seem like a very comfortable place, because we all know kittens love laps.
And perhaps more meat.
And perhaps a little bit more meat. And just hold it out and kind of try and beckon it forward.
You just have like a trail of meat crumbs leading to your lap.
Exactly.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Dear. Oh.
And guidance.
And guidance. Ooh. Big D4. Slap that on there.
Oh.
It's going to take an episode or two to get there.
Yeah, it seems a little bit wary. It comes closer and takes the meat out of your hand, but then it kind of like, in that clumsy way kittens have, darts back over closer to Kai, who it seems to have deemed as safe right now.
That checks out. He's the druid. I'm the barbarian. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. I try not to be hurt.
Yeah. Also, not to make it a racial thing, but you are half orc, so your face might be a little bit scary.
That too. I'm just like big. Well, I mean, but Kai's a turtle, so that's can't. Hey.
Yeah, but they're big, but they're round.
I'm just a
That's
squishy
true.
turtle.
I have scary teeth.
I probably look like food.
Food that
The
feeds
guy
you?
will try and show the little kitten that Barry is a friend and that she's good.
Yeah. You get the sense that it's not so much a fear that she's going to hurt the kitten. It's just there's a lot new going on. This person is for sure safe. I'm just gonna like stay here for now because I've gotten more comfortable here.
Feel things out.
Yeah. Also, I have just imported the stat block for this thing. Kai, at least for now, write down that you have a pet displacer kitten.
Okay.
Oh.
And I think that is where we are going to call our session for the night.
Nice.
Neat.
Yeah. I have a feeling I know what everyone's favorite part is.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement.
Admittedly, introducing a party pet is a crowd pleaser.
Let's use right too.
Yeah. So, thank you everyone for watching this episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit the ring the bell. There's probably like, if you're watching this 5 years in the future, like in 2028, there's probably like some new button to click. Do that.
They're gonna bring back the stars.
Oh no. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah.
Itchy is going to send you to one of his streaming buddies.
Yeah, we're gonna send the raid over to Toasty Shreds, who's playing Farlight 84, apparently. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.